The Post-it note has spoken. I've gotten a couple of requests on book reviews. Some of you want me to tell you what books I like so that you can read them. And since summer vacation is quickly approaching, yes, I'm going to give you a list of some books that you have to go out and read right now. The first book you have to read is called Rainbow Boys by Alex Sanchez, and I do not have the first one with me, but I did read the second one today, and they're both pretty amazing. The book follows Nelson, Kyle, and Jason as they struggle with their sexuality and how other people perceive them, and the first one was really, really good, although the writing style on these books, they're for young adults, and I mean, it's obvious it's for young adults. So if you are accustomed to reading books that were written for college students, this might be a little of a shock to get into, but the storyline's really great. It switches, every chapter is in a different boy's point of view. And I give it a 10 out of 10 for story content. It was a ride. It was a thrill ride to read. The second book I do not have with me. It is on loan, but it is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. It was a little hard for me to get right into. The author had to do some explaining for you to understand what was going on. It was a futuristic novel, and there was a lot of action and violence, and some romance in there. It was altogether a 10 out of 10. It was I was about to say phenomenal and fantastic at the same time. It didn't quite work out. But it was phenomenal and fantastic and also amazing. I'm not really sure how else to describe it without giving it away, but it's very futuristic science fiction. Very good. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. A good summer read. Good easy read. You slip right into it. You get lost in the story. Great clean fun. The next book is Jerk California by Jonathan Friesen, and it is about a boy, Sam, who has Tourette syndrome. And it's mostly a story about him trying to break through the box that his disease has pretty much captured him in. And, like, showing everyone that he's just like them through a really interesting journey, a road trip, essentially. And a girl, Naomi, helps him figure it all out, of course. So, yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. Very good content. There's also a song. I'll put in the link who it's by, but it's based off of this book, and it's a really good song. So check them both out. Sorry I keep changing the lighting. The window was doing some funky things, so I turned the light on, and it's just a mess. Next book is Plastic Fantastic by Simon Cheshire, and it's about this 15-year-old kid, Dominic, who is in love with a band called Plastic, especially their lead singer, Lisa, and he kind of idolizes her and puts her on this pedestal. You know how we do. We create a person who's not really who that real person is. And then he gets trapped in an elevator with her, and he kind of remembers all the time that her music has, like, inspired him to do something, and it contrasts with who she really is. So it's mostly his memories, and it's a really good story. I gave it a 7 out of 10 just because I've read some better books, but I still think you should check it. And now we'll move on to A Certain Slant of Light by Laura Whitcomb, and it's about a ghost, the ghost of a girl who falls in love with another ghost, but he has kind of overtaken this guy's body, so it's their weird little strange relationship, and she starts having all these flashbacks of when she was alive and how she died and why they didn't cross over into the next life, and she ends up, like, overtaking a girl's body, so then it becomes a physical relationship, and it just gets out of control. And it's a good book. The voice of the character is different from anything I've ever read, and I definitely gave it an 8 out of 10. says the little sticky note. Have you heard of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist? What am I saying? Of course you have. It was a great book and then it was a movie. Crumpled up movie poster, like a boss. Well, the two authors teamed up and once again made a phenomenal book by creating Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List. Naomi and Eli are best friends, and they have one principal rule. You don't kiss someone else's boyfriend. See, Naomi's straight and Eli's gay, so, you know, Eli can't be kissing on her boyfriends. Until he breaks that rule. This book is about them and relationships and trying to find the median and true love and what if you're dating the love of my life and can our friendship survive this huge, I don't know what you would call it, huge disappointment. That's not the word. I don't know. Betrayal. Huge betrayal. The sticky note of awesome says that I gave this book an 8 out of 10. Alright, this is the Flaming Taco. I hope you have gotten some insight on some good books, and I hope that you guys had a great Mother's Day, and I will see you later. Goodbye.